Okay. Good morning, Ottawa! Broadcasting live from the third floor of the 3130. We are Tal and Christine. And Maya! Alright, so our topic today is going to be school. Yep. Cool, isn't that amazing? Okay. So
no, wait, Occupy Ottawa.
Occupy Ottawa. Here's what's going on. Today, about noon, I think we'll start.
11. But
11.
Yeah,
it's starting in about, 36
that's
minutes.
noon for students.
Yeah. There's a huge protest, which Tal's going to tell us about.
Oh.
Yep. Because, this is her sector. So, take it away.
Okay. So basically, what's happening is we have Wall Street, and people in New York are protesting against it because we don't agree with how democracy is being run in America. Because there's too much corporations, and there's too much politics, and too much economics that are, just like the whole system is fucked. So basically, we're gonna go there, and we're gonna go give our voices in peaceful assembly because that's what we had democracy for. Except, I don't really know how we're gonna do that. Because, honestly, I think about it, the cause is good and everything, but it's what are we really asking them to do? What do we really want them to do?
Exactly. So I guess the question at hand is really, what can one do? Yes, you can appear in perhaps the park and you can protest in front of City Hall, but after that, what is the action, what is the corporate action that everyone plans on taking?
What are we trying to get them to do? What would we be satisfied? What would we be like? Okay, so with Vietnam, it was okay, we're protesting because we don't want to be in Vietnam. So, okay, so we protest to get out of Vietnam. That was his mission, but the mission here is we're the 99%, it's the 1%. We don't want corruption in politics. We don't want financial influences and stuff like that. But the thing is, how does one go about that? It's such a complex...
And the system is, so huge, you can't just, completely divulge, you know what I mean? Which would be freaking amazing, but in reality,
And also, honestly, what we would have to do is, because these people, they're the 1%, yeah, but they're so far from us 99%. They don't live on the same planet as us because they're trillionaires, really. And they own, countries, basically.
Islands.
Yeah, they're the, people that, you're shit, I want to be their friend, you want to be their friend.
We all want to be friends. But we don't, actually. No. We think we do, but we really don't.
No, because they're not very good friends.
Yeah, and deep down, don't really know what's going on there, so.
Yeah, and basically, what do we want to make a difference, we want to make change, we want to be more, we want to get this 1% to stop doing what they're doing. So that basically means that we all have to stop buying their shit. We need to stop buying their products for not just a day, but for years. People, that if you want them to not have any more money, you can't give them any more money. So basically, everyone's going to have to give up luxury, and they're going to have to live with their basic needs, but nobody wants to do that.
So we're going back to more our basics.
We need to go back to the essentials. We need to, not buy labels. We need to not buy anything we don't really need, but nobody wants to do that because we live in Canada. We live in North America. We need more than just a hut to be happy.
The thing is, it's already established, you know what I mean? In order to go back to such, I don't want to say primitive, but, you know what I mean? Ways, it's a different mentality that needs to completely different, radical change, which most people, just don't want to do, don't care, they don't bother to do.
The mentality of greed, the ego, it all has to be changed. We're so materialistic, we're so focused on being and out-bettering the other person, we're so focused on entitlement and I deserve this. So when billions of people are thinking, I deserve this, and now we have China, we have India, we have South America coming up and saying, I deserve what those white people have in North America. I deserve, after watching my Mayan hut and a satellite dish and seeing what they live, I deserve that too. And that is the poison. The greed and the self-entitlement, that's the poison of the human mind. And yeah, we don't know when to say what is enough. And you will consume and consume until basically there's nothing left.
And there you have it, Ottawa. There's the issue for today. Hope you all have a nice day. Woo!